Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. That is the R in the RK Stumblingbear, and I'm a reader and a writer. Now this year I haven't been much of doing a TBR, but the autumn equinox prompts for the Magical Readathon run by G over Book Roast dropped yesterday, and it's one of the readathons that I really enjoy, so I've gotten very excited, and I have made myself a TBR. So you get a TBR video this time. And I have 6 books on my TBR for September. 5 are for the prompts of the Magical Readathon, and 1 because it's a buddy read and I need to read it. There's like, I'll go over more. We'll get there. So my character is going to be a hearthskeeper. It's a new career that she introduced this year. And I have to do 3 prompts for alchemy, 1 for spells and incantations, and 1 for restoration. And I love that G makes it so, okay, your class is learning to make liquid sunlight. So the prompt is sun on the cover. I just love, like, hey, like, actually get to say this is the things that my character is learning. So what I chose for the sun on the cover, though, was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Get that little sun right there. I know that this is a contemporary romance, and it was on a lot of people's best of lists last year, so that's how I ended up picking it up, and I just haven't read it yet. And I figure beginning of September is still summer. We haven't hit autumn yet, so it's a good time to go ahead and take this out. Read it, of course. And then for the second prompt for alchemy, my character is going to be learning Blossom Properties. And the prompt for that was a book with your birth flower on the cover. And so April has 2 birth flowers. It has Daisy and Sweet Pea. And I don't think I would recognize a Sweet Pea on a book, so I kind of went with Daisy. And this is where my good friend Emma Bennett, another of her books, comes in for the win. We have the Green Hills of Home, and right here at the bottom, we have some daisies. So I was like, yes, this is perfect. I love that I'm reading things from my physical TBR. Yes. So I know this is also a contemporary romance. And then the third prompt for alchemy, what my character is learning is flavor enhancing tricks. And the prompt is an auto-by author. And I looked at what was coming out in September and August, and none of them are auto-by authors. So then I went to look at my shelves and realized I had an auto-by author on my shelf that I just hadn't read the book yet. So we are going to be reading Cast an Atonement by Michelle Segura, so that I get caught up on her series. And this is a second world fantasy where the main character is like a police officer, investigator, but also has magic. Then for spells and incantations, I only had to do 1 of the prompts. And the first one I have to do, it was called Charm Luck, is what my character would be learning. And the prompt was to roll a d6, and I will include a little video of me doing that. I very nicely did it on a desk that's glass, and so it took it a while to come into focus. And I was really, really hoping for a 5, because that would have made one of my buddy read books like fit it, but it didn't. It came in as a 6. Yay. So that made it a little bit more interesting. But the book I have chosen for this one is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. It ends at page 600, which fits the prompt. It says between 600 and 699. And I did go and look, and I'm like, there's 599. You flip the page, last page, 600. Great. And I know that this is a sci-fi with gene tweaking and sentient spiders. So I'm excited. I like most of what I read by Tchaikovsky. Not everything, so I'm hoping this works out for me. For the prompt for restoration, what my character is learning is Unbroken Focus Tincture. And the prompt for this one was a single POV. And I'm really hoping that this is a single POV, but I'll find out pretty fast. This is also one of my buddy reads this month, so I have to read it no matter what. But I have Dragon Mange by ML Spencer. That is a very shiny cover. From the description, it only focused on one character, so like I said, I'm hoping it is a single POV for 800 pages, because this is a chunky book. Both of my buddy read group books are chunky this time. So those are the 5 prompts for the Magical Readathon, and the one I just couldn't figure out how to get onto the Magical Readathon, but I still have to read, is The Dark Forest by Shan Lu. Or Shan Lu, not sure how you say that. It's the second in the 3-body problem series. I was kind of cool on the 3-body problem, but for a project I started at the very beginning of my booktube journey, I've been trying to read some different space opera books, and the 3 books on here were classified as space opera. And again, my buddy read group all of a sudden was like, yeah, we want to read that. And I'm like, and I have it on my shelf. Great, it's a perfect time to get it read and done. So I'm looking forward to reading this in September. So what are you reading in September? Are you doing any readathons, or are you just kind of chilling your way through the month? I'd love to know. Thank you, and have a great day.